Have you ever wanted to play a game about angsty gunslingers who are also secretly vampires with crazy powers? Well, then 10,000 Bullets is the game for you. 10,000 Bullets seems like it's going to be your typical shooter game starring a broody man, but it is so much more than that. It's got vampires. It's got extremely obvious plot twists. It's got this guy.
Hey, stranger, the name's Joe, but you could call me like...
It's got a plot that only makes sense if you don't think about it too hard. And of course, it has hilarious voice acting.
Yeah, that's what you get when you cross paths with a dragon. Ah!
If you don't know the story of 10,000 Bullets, then you're in for a treat today because I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, the disclaimer. Please do not take this video as a serious review. In these videos, I focus more on the story rather than the gameplay, as that is what is most interesting to me. So if you're looking for someone to go in-depth on the gameplay and things like that, this is not the video for you. Also, please do not take this video as me hating on this game. I genuinely really enjoy all of the games that I'm talking about, even if I'm poking fun at them. We're just here to have some fun. Okay, disclaimer over. Let's get into the crazy story of 10,000 Bullets. The game begins with us being introduced to our main character, Crow, and his partner, Judas. Boy, I sure hope he doesn't betray Crow. So these two are gunslingers who work for the Tonio family. Crow lost his parents when he was young, and the Tonio family took him in. So now he dedicates his life to doing dirty work for them to pay the family back. Anyway, Crow and Judas live with their friend Keiko, who is just a normal girl, but she cares very deeply for them, and they have this whole love triangle thing going on. Now this is where the main gameplay loop starts. You travel between locations and play through these super short visual novel sections where people go, I think someone is looking for you. I saw a guy looking for you. There's danger around here somewhere. And you do this until you just so happen to stumble upon the location of your next fight. These sections are kind of tedious, and it's not helped by the fact that the same song is playing the entire time, and it starts over every time you enter a new location. I'm sure that's not going to get old at all. Anyway, Crow and Judas run into this guy, who seems to really want Crow dead.
All right, I think it's time for you to die.
Damn.
I'm sorry, what was that? What, really? We're not going to explain what that was? No? We're just back to this now? Okay. Crow eventually finds the guy again and takes him down in the least graceful way possible.
It can't be.
Before he dies, he lets Crow in on a secret.
That blood that runs through your veins, that gives you your powers. Others have it and they can sense it in you. You'll be killing until the day you die.
Okay, so the game does a really bad job at explaining this, but basically, some gunslingers have some really special blood in their body that gives them some really crazy powers and allows them to do some really crazy things, you know, like this. It also lets them slow down time while fighting, which is why the gameplay looks the way that it does. If a gunslinger drinks the blood of another gunslinger, they gain their powers and become stronger. So they're like weird versions of vampires. Anyway, it's back to the usual game loop for now, and the game has finally given us a new song. I think this song is more annoying. I want the old one back. After aimlessly wandering around for a bit, Crow runs into the best character in the game.
Hey, stranger, the name's Joe, but you could call me like... What you looking at? Killing you is going to be easier than I... Ha! Way too slow.
I love him. He's an icon. Crow gathers clues around town and discovers that the head of the Tonio family is the one hiring these gunslingers to kill him so he can take his blood. He runs into Joe again, ready to take him on. But honestly, losing to him in this fight is 10 times more entertaining than winning because of the victory line that he has.
May the best dressed win.
Unfortunately, you actually have to beat him in order to progress the story, but you are rewarded with this amazing scene.
Time for me to use my good stuff. Watch this. Gotcha!
Then Judas shows up and kills him. No, not Joe! I was really hoping to see more of his amazing moves. Crow tells Keiko and Judas what he learned about the Tonio family. Keiko and Judas think that they should all run away together, but Crow insists that he has to take out the leader of the Tonio family. Keiko makes him promise to survive the fights and meet the two of them later so they can flee the town together, since the rest of the Tonio family will surely be after them. Now we're back to the gameplay loop, but with another new song.
Well, I'm a chemist. I'm in the lab ready to explore. I drop the fat rhymes like no one has before. I kick the noun to verbs in my speech when I flow. I'm not like a devil, that's actually for the dope or the drugs, so he gets to drive in the Benz.
So on one hand, this song kind of slaps. But on the other hand, it really reminds me of that infamous song from Persona Trinity Soul.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it, I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel.
If you know, you know. Crow finds the leader of the Tonio family and delivers a super badass line before taking him out.
Get out of that chair so I can put you in a grave. I'm taking my life back.
You bastard!
Crow goes to meet up with Keiko and Judas. Keiko is really happy Crow showed up and leaves the two men alone for a minute while she grabs their luggage.
Sorry. It has to come to this. But I have to kill you.
Papa Tonio. He used to say there was a spy in our ranks.
No, I can't believe Judas would do this. The two of them fight it out for a bit until Keiko comes back.
Stop! Why? Why are you doing this? Judas? Answer me! Judas!
No, I can't believe Judas would do this. So apparently Judas didn't finish the job like an idiot, and Crow gets away by crawling around bleeding for a bit.
I don't remember how I survived. I only remember crawling around the alley, bleeding.
We jump forward in time, and now Crow is in Japan, working for this guy named Mizuguchi. He works with another gunslinger named Alice, who's actually our second playable character in the game. Crow saved her life when she was young, and she's stuck with him ever since. Mizuguchi has the two working various missions, while also looking into a dangerous gunslinger group called the Sleepers. And now it's time to head back to our usual gameplay loop with a new song. So, unfortunately, this is the song that we're stuck with for the rest of the game. Every menu and every visual novel segment is this. Eventually, Crow and Alice run into this lady. Who is she shooting at? There's no one there! So this is Boris, and she's also a gunslinger hunting down the Sleepers. Mizuguchi decides to have her join their group for now, since they're working towards the same goal. Then, out of nowhere, we are introduced to our third playable character.
Alright, I'm all set. Let's see what this thing could do.
This is Dragon, and instead of using guns, he kicks people.
Time to kick ass.
So Dragon is from Hong Kong, and he's here helping out the group for some reason. They don't really explain what exactly he's doing here. He just appears and you're supposed to roll with it.
Yeah, that's what you get when you cross paths with a dragon. Ah!
Okay, you know what? I like him. He's no Joe, but he's entertaining in his own way. Later on, the group is fighting another gunslinger who's after Crow's blood.
Collect gunslinger blood and you collect gunslinger power. Eventually you will have powers that rival those of a god. This is what drives us to kill and keep on killing.
You killed my father because of your delusional fantasies. I'll kill you for that.
Okay, so that's why he's here. An hour after meeting Dragon, you finally figure out why he came here, and then it's just never mentioned again. So if you're hoping to get more details on Dragon's past than that, it never happens. After they fight the gunslinger, something shocking happens.
No, please, don't!
Been a long time, Crow.
So Judas is a member of the Sleepers and has found his way back into Crow's life. Crow wants to talk to him, but he's too entranced by Judas's dramatic slow-mo turn to move.
Wait, Judas!
Alice tries to convince Crow to run away from this life with her, but Crow insists that this is the only life for him. He has to go after Judas. Speak of the devil, Judas shows up again.
It's been 5 years. You look different.
Really? 'Cause he looks exactly the same to me. Judas sends a bunch of men after Crow and Alice and disappears again. Later, our trio discovers Mizuguchi bleeding out. He tells Crow that Judas did this to him. Judas asked Mizuguchi to tell Crow to meet him at a church near the orphanage Keiko grew up in. Alice begs Crow not to go, but he doesn't listen and dramatically runs to Judas. The two fight until they end up shooting each other at the same time, killing each other.
Crow, before I die, know that Keiko was the only thing I ever truly loved in this world.
What? That's the end? That's so unsatisfying! I thought for sure that this game was going to end with Crow killing Judas and then leaving the gunslinger life behind with his friends. I mean, maybe it's impossible for him to leave, and the other gunslingers would always be after his blood or whatever, but him leaving was brought up over and over again throughout the game, so it really felt like it was heading that way. Oh, wait a minute. It turns out there's another ending you can get. Maybe this one will wrap things up better. So Alice, Dragon, and Boris go after Crow, but they get stopped by this lady. Now when I first saw this scene, I was like, who the heck is that? I later figured out that she was the gunslinger standing next to Judas in this scene. Ah, yes. How could I have forgotten her? They beat her up, and we get the final cutscene of the game.
Fool. You know I'll come after you when I recover.
You might. But that's your problem.
Huh? That's it? We don't get to see an alternate ending where she made it to Crow and saved him? It just ends there? Okay, well, I guess that does it for 10,000 Bullets. A game about silly characters who have hilarious voice acting and are stuck in an overdramatic, goofy plot about gun-wielding vampires. But honestly, I actually enjoyed this game. Was the plot twist obvious? Yes. Is it filled with overused tropes? Yes. Was the ending satisfying? No. But the story reminded me of so many different movies, games, and anime that I enjoy. It made it fun and nostalgic despite the fact that I had never heard of the game before this. And I know I joked about the same songs being played over and over again, but the soundtrack is honestly pretty good, and pairing it with the vibe of the locations and the art style made for a really fun experience. This game has such a special charm to it, and I just know that I'm going to look back on it fondly. I mean, how could I ever forget this? Have you ever played this game before? Let me know in the comments below. Also let me know if there are other games, movies, media, etc. that you would like me to make a video on. Also, this is a message if you are watching this video at the time that it comes out. Normally, I like to try and have one of these types of videos out every other Friday. However, I do have a trip coming up, which is going to make it very difficult for me to put out an actual good quality video on time. So, my next one of these videos will be up on August 8th. But if you're watching this way in the future, then that means nothing to you. Also, hi future people. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to see more content from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it, I'll put it in my pocket.